Yeah.
Okay. The movies being directed by Indian directors uh, is based on a world that creates itself and tries to indulge the audience into the movie itself. So if they make a fiction movie or if they make an out of reality movie, we can't expect them to be nonsense or crappy or some kind of misunderstanding, nothing like that, because they try to show a vision to us, but when it does not stick to reality, we just entirely bash them. Yeah,
Yeah.
we bash them. I accept that we bash them, and they also are not using the proper screenplay to show us the reality. That is also a fact. But sometimes some movies, they try to convey something and we misunderstood, we understand it differently and we bash the movie. But later after the release of movie, I mean in the later upcoming years, we praise them. But
Yeah.
they just get failed in box office due to our misunderstanding, due to our lack of knowledge or lack of connectivity to the movies. Best example is in South, there is a movie named Ayirathil Oruvan, directed by
Yeah.
Selva Raghavan. When it came out in 2010, the first half was amazing. In Tamil cinema's history, no one could take a first half like that in 2010. Not even in Indian cinema's history. The first half was fabulous, fantabulous, glorious. But when people entered into the theaters to watch the latter half, I mean second half, they just bashed it. They just scolded it. They weren't aware of what is happening on the screen, or what are they doing to us in the screen. They felt a lack of connectivity because we
Yeah.
didn't know our history properly.
Yeah.
No, but that
This
is like
this
sorry,
has
sorry,
happened to
sorry.
an Amir Khan's movie also in 2005. He acted as a martyr soldier. I think
Yeah, it was,
I forgot.
yeah, Fana.
No, Fana, not Fana.
Yeah,
Bhagat
it
Singh?
is, it must be like, what that,
Bhagat Singh you're talking about?
yeah, Bhagat
No.
Singh. Yeah, I guess.
No,
The
sorry. Mangal Pandey. My bad.
Mangal Pandey. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Mangal
yeah,
Pandey.
yeah,
Mangal
yeah, yeah.
Pandey.
Mangal Pandey. Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing happened to Mangal Pandey. When Mangal Pandey released in theaters, people wasn't able to connect with Mangal Pandey. The movie got flopped. They said that it was out of reality. We don't know what happened in the history, but they should have shown some reality. Maybe back in those days, it could have been like that, but I am not sure about what happened to that movie or how it filmed. It also applies to Lal Bihari, directed by Saif Ali Khan, which recently arrived. People went into theaters
Sorry,
expecting something.
the film name?
You
Uh,
mean Lal
Sorry?
Lal
Kaptan?
Kaptan. Lal Kaptan. Yeah, sorry, Lal Kaptan.
Yeah.
Lal Bihari is
Okay.
a Marathi movie. Yeah.
Lal
When
Kaptan is directed by Saif Ali
No,
Khan?
it's directed by Navdeep Singh.
No,
Yeah.
he acted
It
in
is.
it.
Yeah.
He acted.
Okay, you said actor. Okay.
Actor. I said actor. Saif Ali Khan starring Lal Kaptan arrived. People went to theaters to watch something else, but it was something else. I didn't watch the movie yet, but I had an assumption of what was the movie going to be. So when it becomes it becomes misunderstanding, or it becomes unable to connect, we bash the creators. We does not bash ourselves. But what we does to several other films are, which is not even close to reality but entertaining to watch, we don't ask questions. They are just commercial pot boilers. We label it as commercial pot boilers. I think it is wrong. I think it is time to come out and see what is the problem with the films. That is what happening in every industry right now, especially Bollywood. In Bollywood, audience were aware when Coolie number 1 arrived. Audience were aware when Radhe arrived. Audience were aware when Student of the Year 2 arrived. I was really happy. I had a smile on my face when I saw people who were bashing those stupidity films. And in also Tamil, we also bashed some of the star-studded films, which was not even close to reality which we were going to able to connect with it. So that's what is happening. Cinema is really getting progressive in India. I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever people are talking about commercial movie, they go for the worst one. They never go for the one which is commercial and is good. Right? Like when he talk, like when sorry, I forgot your name. I didn't get your name.
Saran. When Saran talked about commercial, he went for Student of the Year 2, Radhe and others, but he didn't go for Dil Dharakne Do, Kapoor and Sons, which are also commercial, full-on Bollywood drama movies.
Yeah.
Right. And this is the like also thing, like whenever we talk about no I'm not saying I'm not blaming you or anything. I'm just putting out a point, right? Like whenever we talk about commercial, like it's with all of us, right? Like even there was a time when I used to associate commercial with like Student of the Year kind of movies or that kind of thing. But now I don't, because commercial has been like more of a, I don't know, like it has been used as a bad term in Bollywood for the longest time, right? Like we talk about Coolie number 1 kind of movies or Jurwa kind of movies when we associate ourselves with commercial, but we never talk about movies like Dil Dharakne Do, Kapoor and Sons, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. Like these are also commercial mainstream movies. These are also movies with full-on drama and same thing.
Yeah, Ye Jawani Hai Diwani was a blockbuster.
But the point he's saying that it is a commercial good films. We're not talking about commercial.
Even the point is, I don't even like Ye Jawani Hai Diwani to be honest. But when I watched it when I was in class 8 or something, and this is very unpopular opinion. But yes.
No, it's not when unpopular opinion.
No, it is very unpopular, bro. I remember What did you say?
Ye Jawani Hai Diwani is a lovable film.
No. What I am saying is that I don't like that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, okay.
Yes, so, but I'm saying that when I watched it, that was enough. But when I watched it in class 8, I guess 8th or 9th when that movie came, okay, like that time I was like, fuck, what an amazing movie, right? And it was earning 300 crores and also a commercial movie. But we never associate, when we are talking about commercial movies, we never associate good ones. We always go for the bad ones.
That's the fact.
But it's not
the fact. It's just like good and bad and everything, right? It's a yin and yang. Like even there can
wait. I'll just explain why I went to bad movies. Here in South also, good commercial movies didn't end up very well. In Bollywood also it's the same. I have watched the Zoya Akhtar's Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, Dil Dhadakne Do, Gully Boy. I personally loved Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara very much. I loved it on whole another level. But if we can exclude Gully Boy, except Gully Boy, those two movies didn't do that well in the box office as they expected. The figures they expected were something huge, but that didn't go well. I think Zoya Akhtar stated this in an interview. Yeah. She itself said it wasn't big in numbers. So at that time, we were not ready for the film yet. It seemed like that. Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, when the time the movie released, it was not much famous, but it gained a cult status over the years. Same goes to Bombay Velvet.
Yeah.
Bombay Velvet, directed by Anurag Kashyap, was pulled out of...
Anurag Kashyap,
95% of theaters on third day. It wasn't even running.
Yeah.
We even didn't know that a movie like that existed. I even didn't watch Bombay Velvet. I'm yet to watch it. But Bombay Velvet, people are saying that it gained a cult status. People are now praising.
Mohit's favorite.
It did. Like when you said that point that people realize it later when it out of the box office, it happened with same with Gangs of Wasseypur also, right? When it got released, people were like, it's a bad movie, there are too many abuses. Like it was not something which was like Bollywood was making. It was not something that people were used to watch, right? Gangs of Wasseypur was that, because I remember I was in class 9th or 10th when that movie came, and I saw the posters, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then after 1 week, or I guess 1 week, it was gone, and after I guess sometime it was like there is second part of it. But all I was hearing about reviews, like it's a bad movie, there are a lot of abuses, they're not doing a good thing or something like that. And I never watched it. Like at that time I didn't watch it because I was also a kid, so I would not get access to it. I cannot tell my dad that I'm going to watch Gangs of Wasseypur. He will thrash me. So I watched it later, and I'm like, it's a good movie. Why are people saying that it's a bad movie? But that was because it was something different, and that was Gangs of Wasseypur went like it's a cult movie now.
Yeah.
Right. Same happened with Bombay Velvet, because when it released, and it was like, kya ghatiya movie banaya, Karan Johar ko acting nahi aati, why the fuck he's acting, Anurag Kashyap ne like hug diya hai, bro. Everyone was going crazy about it, like it's a shitty movie, people should not watch it, what a boring movie. I slept in theaters and everything, and I'm like, okay, cool, okay, might be a bad movie. When I watched it, I'm like, I liked it. And like I watched it later. I did not watch in theater because like he said, it got out of the most of the theaters. So, and like that is the thing with most of the movies which are good in India, there is not a big audience for that, right? For example, talking about movies like what was that movie, Race 3, talking about that movie, right? It earned around 300 crores, I'm guessing.
More than that.
I remember that number in my head because I remember someone mentioning it. Now that kind of movie, and it's the same. It's mostly because of like as an Indian audience, we associate most of the movies with the stars, not the story or the character or the screenplay or the cinematography. Right? We as an audience associate most like it's a Shah Rukh Khan movie, let's go watch it. Doesn't matter if it's a shit movie or not. It might get flop later when critics are like,
but fan didn't run,
fan. I was going to talk about
fan didn't run.
I agree because fan got like very early review of like it's a shitty movie, right? Like critics went full on berserk about like kya ghatiya movie banaya, Shah Rukh Khan has standard gira diya ye wo. But that happens, no? But like now it started happening with Salman Khan also. But the point between Shah Rukh Khan fans
that's the difference between Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan. That's what
he's experimenting and he's like doing the same shit again and again.
No. Like that's what
Shah Rukh Khan grew with time, right? Salman Khan did not. If he would have also grew with time, like he has done good movies in past. Like I'm not saying he has. Andaz Apna Apna is still one of the movies.
Bajrangi Bhaijaan,
every time I was.
Bajrangi Bhaijaan. That's all these 90s romantic films like Love.
Hum Saath Saath Hain and Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, like these were the good movies which we watched. Like Salman Khan was that like family guy kind of thing. Like people used to watch it, and we also used to like it. Like I can still like if there is sometime if Hum Aapke Hain Kaun is going on in TV, I can still watch it. It's not like it's unwatchable, right? He had good movies. The guy did not like grew with time. He's stuck in that. He's still making shit movies like Dabangg and Kick and everything like that.
Dabangg is okay.
I did not like that movie. Like the moment I watched the first scene, I'm like, yucks, man. I did not like.
Dabangg, are you saying about part 1 or?
Part 1 I'm talking about. Because I remember my first impression of part 1 was that song, right? Munni Badnaam. And
Munni Badnaam.
Like, why? Right? Like, dude, yucks. And then I watched the movie also. I'm like, no, Nah, it's literally not something that. See, that is the point. Like, it was made by Anurag Kashyap's brother only, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only difference between Anurag Kashyap and Abhinav Kashyap is like Anurag Kashyap actually like got that nerve of making a indie what do you say, village like story kind of thing. But Abhinav Kashyap could not do that. Abhinav Kashyap went full on, I don't know, how do I say it, like full on vulgar about it. And then I don't know, I just didn't like Dabangg that much in that case. For me, like it's just my opinion. I have too many unpopular opinions, it seems, but
that is what I am trying to convey. You say that when I was talking about commercial cinema, he points out all bad films. No. Yeah, that is why I am saying, because we people point out bad movies. We people make it grow. We people watch it in theaters, and we people make them to collect more.
Completely agree, man. Yeah, because I would like to add one thing is
why basically human beings' mind are something to point bad films or bad things, and we do it the same. We do the same. We are not different with anything. That's why if we speak about commercial films, we always talk about bad films, not good ones.
That is the point, right? You cannot, when you're talking about anything,
because
it's basically maintaining the balance.
When Shah Rukh Khan came out of his zone and he did Swadesh, people didn't accept it.
Yeah.
Swadesh was
a flop?
I don't know, but
Swadesh was a flop.
Did really well.
Really? Okay.
No. Swadesh, I know well. Swadesh at the time didn't run. Shah Rukh Khan was so bad, feeling so bad that people didn't accept it.
You also you also felt bad, no? You also felt bad, no? Because Shah Rukh Khan was...
really bad. I felt really bad.
I felt really bad.
While at the ending of Swadesh, I cried. I really cried. I connected with it so well. But the movie didn't do well in box office. He did Fan. I was so happy to watch Fan. I loved Fan. But Fan got flopped. It didn't achieve much numbers in box office. But when you go to Dilwale did wonders.
Yeah.
Dilwale wasn't even a movie. I was like, why? Why would you cast Varun Dhawan with Shah Rukh Khan? Why did it?
I'm just laughing on Saran's misery of Shah Rukh Khan's flop, man.
Yeah, really. Why? How did Dilwale grow much? Why did he accept zero?
Because of the marketing thing, the
not
promotion.
It's mostly about the star cast.
Star cast, but
that is the main. Kriti Sanon, Kajol, and the most marketing they did was that Shah Rukh and Kajol are coming back together on screen after so many years. Come on, people, go crazy. And people went crazy because I remember Bajirao also came at the same time. And I first went to watch Bajirao. Yeah, they both came on the same date. Same day, I remember.
Bajirao Mastani.
Bajirao actually crossed Dilwale later. Yeah. So like I remember I first
picked up slowly.
Yeah, I first went to watch Bajirao, okay, and I'm just like, it's a good movie. And next day we went to watch Dilwale. I'm like, what a shitty movie this is.
Yeah. I couldn't even bear 5 minutes with Dilwale. I watched Happy New Year like 5-6 times. I loved Happy New Year. It was so commercially well made. Even if it had some bad gimmicks and all, it was a nice entertainment. It's an unpopular opinion.
I love opinion. I will watch
very unpopular
Happy New Year for n number of times. It is a bad movie, but I watched
because I watched Shah Rukh Khan after a long time.
It's that kind of movie. Like it's so bad that it's good.
Yeah. Because same. It's so bad that it's good. Yeah, I watched Happy New Year like 10 times, but I couldn't even watch Dilwale for 5 minutes.
More than 50 times or 60 times. Can you believe it? I watched Chennai Express more than 50 or 30
times. You guys are crazy, man. I can't even.
No, Chennai Express. I watched Chennai Express like 5 to 6 times in TV. Yeah, that's all.
But at the same time, I used to watch Swadesh when I was very young. I was 7 or 8. I used to have this series. Okay, so I used to watch Swadesh daily, each and every day. So for like 2 months or 3 months, I used to watch daily. My dad was like, "What the heck are you doing? You're just watching the same movie again and again." And after a point, I used to know each and every dialogue and all, but I didn't pronounce it properly.
For me, Swadesh, also Swadesh, but the same applies to Dawn 1.
Yeah,
I watched Dawn 1 many times. I loved Dawn. I really loved Dawn because it was like in a standard. It was very well made. I loved Dawn 1. I also loved Dawn 2, but Dawn 2
I haven't watched Dawn series yet, so I cannot comment on that.
Okay, yeah, I love Dawn. Yeah, like that. We are when we see films that doesn't do good in box office, we frustrate ourselves. Why are audience rejecting this? Why films like Race 3, Street Dancer, 3D are making wonders in box office? And why does good films go down? I'm literally, I don't know what to say.
That also depends, because like now this is very controversial, but Shah Rukh Khan fans are still little logical, okay, but Salman Khan fans are not.
Yeah, Salman Khan fans
they just go full on God, like bhai. Shah Rukh Khan fans just go like, yeah, this movie is shit, you need to understand that, and they tell him, because when Fan wasn't a bad movie or whatever, but people didn't like it, and Shah Rukh Khan never tried anything like that because he knows.
Yeah, I think Zero is an attempt. Zero, I think he tried to make an attempt with Zero.
But Zero second half went nowhere, man.
Please, I'm not saying Zero is a good film. I'm saying it's a very good attempt.
It's an attempt. Zero second half.
I'm not saying it's a good film. I'm saying that it's an attempt. That
is the point. That is the point about I'm trying to make, right? Like Saran being Shah Rukh Khan fan, he said that Zero was a shit movie. But if there was a Salman Khan fan here, he would not have agreed that Race 3 was a shit movie.
Yeah.
That is the difference.
I saw people who praised Radhe. I saw people who praised man.
Yeah. One day made me watch Prem Ratan and Payo. You have to watch this film, Prem Ratan and Payo. I was like, what the heck is this film?
I watched Prem Ratan and
Salman Khan is there, and Salman Khan is there.
It's absolutely a shitty movie. I don't even know how Prem Ratan and Payo is there.
I watched that movie in theater. I watched that movie in theater, and I came back and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that too, they released it in Diwali. I was like, why are you releasing the Diwali, man?
Salman Khan just went like, Diwali. Very quiet in this conversation.
Yeah, Sandeep, yeah, we were talking. Yeah. Say your views.
Just don't tell me that you're a Salman Khan fan, so I will feel really bad, right?
I think he's not. Yes, Sandeep?
So I actually got a call, so I was distracted.
Okay.
Because I need to leave, but I'll just leave with a few pointers right now. There is nothing called commercial cinema, first of all. Right? Any movie that makes money is commercial. Anything that does not make is not commercial. Okay. And there is the problem with the audience that I see, and especially people, I mean, I believe after maybe 6 or 7 years down the lane, if I ask you guys, your views around this will change for sure. There is an unnecessary snobbery around people that people get into when they talk about a quote unquote, for lack of a better word, a masala movie. This is a genre that exists in India for a reason. Okay. Prem Ratan Dhan Payo is a bad movie because it is badly acted. The story doesn't hold up. That's a different thing. But the scale at which they mount and headlined by a star, all of that comes from a background of theater, comes from like how theater evolved into this. We are not in England, let's say, or in America, where their theater was of a different kind. And even they make masala movies. We just don't call them masala. Right, they make as mindless movies, even more mindless movies.
When they run out of scripts, Furious,
especially when they run out of scripts, they just
make aliens channels and all. It was like
all there are a lot of Hollywood movies which I watch and like this is shit, but it's funny. Like it's most of that.
Yeah, and channels, English channels, it was very bad. All the films that telecasting was very bad. Yeah, sorry.
So over all these years of watching and writing about movies and trying my hand at making movies and all of those things aside, right? I'm very skeptical about calling any kind of a work shit, right? And I don't walk into a movie assuming that, let's say there is Salman Khan is a different breed altogether, but let's say there is a movie headlined by a big star. Right? It is a tradition that Hindi cinema, again, a derogatory term Bollywood, but Hindi cinema has lost out on. In 70s, Amitabh has made a lot of these larger than life movie, let's say, where he plays the protagonist, he beats up people. He also does comedy in scenes and there is also emotion. In another scene, he jumps to a song, right? Now, as much as I watch a Fellini or any of these new French wave filmmakers and all of that, that is a different kind of movie. When I go to watch 8.5, I go with a different mindset. That movie engages me on a different level. When you go and watch a Muqaddar Ka Sikandar, that's a different mindset that you need to go in with to appreciate that movie. That has completely Bollywood is completely lost because of all these 90s mushy romances and all that rubbish. And that protagonist has then found its place in South Indian cinema. Now, when all of the people say that Bollywood is remaking and all of this, it's just a phase. Each and every movie of Amitabh that was a big hit in those days was remade by people like NTR and
Kamal Rajni, they all.
Bad part of that is the same things that were recycled then, we are taking it back. As in, Hindi cinema is taking it back and doing it again. The problem is the train has passed. That is 30 years back material. You cannot just have a Salman Khan come and beat up people without any reason. That script needs to have something for him to do rather than simply beating up people. Right? So, and so that is, I just want to make a point about commercial cinema, that there is good cinema and bad cinema. Even the much respected 80s parallel movement that we had with Govind Nihalani, Shyam Benegal and all of that, after the first couple of films, they all started making shit movies. You pick up the latest Shyam Benegal films like Welcome to Sajjanpur and all of that, or you pick up Govind Nihalani's last movies which he started doing in the 90s or maybe 2000s, they are all crap. But just because it is put in a bucket of parallel cinema, people think twice before putting it down. It is much easier to put down a Radhe. But a Welcome to Sajjanpur is as bad a movie as Radhe is in what it is trying to do. Right? So every movie that I watch, I know what movie it is, what I'm entering into, and I watch it with that mindset. It has a big star with millions of dollars of budget. If there is a story that it is not able to convey properly, it does not work. It's a bad movie. And on the other hand, if there is a movie that might have Fahad Fazil, who's the current heartthrob of the generation, but the story does not work around him. Latest example being Errol. Errol had 3 of the best actors from Malayalam.
Errol was so damn nice. I really don't know where the movie was heading to. Even though I liked it somehow, because somehow I liked the movie, but damned, it was a damned movie. I didn't know where the movie was going.
Yeah.
I don't know what was the movie's objective. They left many questions to us. It was I don't know whether it was made into a artistic kind of approach or something, but it was damned.
No, again, artistic is a very is a euphemism to use for that movie. The screenplay was bad. They had 3 of the best actors in Malayalam and they ruined the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Something like Joji with 1/3 of that budget, was 100 times better film.
Yeah.
Joji was ultimate. I didn't expect that film to hit hard. It was really good. And there will be a dialogue in that film where the in-law character will come to Fahad Fazil and say, put up a mask and come down.
Yeah.
People are down there. I was like, what the heck? How did you even place this scene? Yeah, it's really, I don't have words to appreciate the film. Yeah. Sandeep.
Sandeep?
Yeah, sure. I am done. I said what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like to make another point, like what Sandeep said. Like Shyam Benegal started. I haven't seen any Shyam Benegal films that I will watch in future. Both Shyam Benegal and Satyajit Ray's films. Shyam Benegal did a shitty movie like Welcome to Sajanpur. He said like that. I would also apply this to Ashutosh Gowrekar.
Yeah.
Ashutosh Gowrekar is a director who made Lagan, Swadesh. Another film I'm not. Yeah, Jodha Akbar films like that.
Sharan, by any chance, if Shyam Benegal or anyone from that generation hears this podcast, they'll commit suicide. Just a caveat.
Sorry?
No, they definitely they want to hear. Definitely
with the comparison between him and Govarikar, they will.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you are saying like that.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
No. Yeah, I understand. I was just saying to the new generation directors. Yeah, the concept. I apply the concept to Ashutosh Gowrekar because he made films like Jodha Akbar, Lagan, Swadesh. He made films like that, and he made Mohenjo-daro. In the film where heroine wore a bikini in the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization period, I was like, who the fuck, man? Who the fuck did a girl wear bikini in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization? I was literally going nuts. Why did even Hrithik Roshan accept this film? Why is it even directed by Ashutosh Gowrekar or someone put his name? I was like that. I couldn't bear with it. I don't know why directors go over like that. They make good films
because they
make shitty ones.
No, but much before Lagan, he also made Baazi.
Mostly. No, but it's mostly
Have
because
you seen
of
Baazi?
No. I haven't seen it.
It has got Amir Khan in a drag.
Yeah.
So the same guy making Mohenjo-daro is not a big deal. He can. Him making Lagan was a surprise.
Oh, I really
all
don't
three
know
films
about
was
that.
Really good, right? Lagan, Swadesh, and Jodha Akbar, three films was really good.
Yeah,
Lagan and Swadesh, yes. Yeah. Definitely. No, but I'm saying he has already done Baazi, so
okay, yeah.
He can go wrong.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about Baazi. I would try to watch it.
I watched it, but I didn't know that it was directed by Govarikar.
Yeah, Mohit was saying something.
No, I guess the thing is that every director makes a bad movie once in a while because the point is they also need to earn money. Like I have seen a lot of directors working on movies they don't believe in, but they just do because they also need to survive, and it's mostly that like they don't have that thing कि यार हमने कैसे ये बना दिया कर लेते.
Yeah, I would like to say an example for that. In
okay. I'm really sorry, but I got to go.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we started. Yeah, sorry. I'm really sorry.
F1.
Yeah, really sorry.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I would like to say an example. There is an actor called Parthiban who did a film Vatta Seruppu in Tamil. He does the same. He does films he doesn't believe in. He hacks, he directs, or he does a side character role, something like that. He makes money out of it, and he invests his money into his films. That's how he made Vatta Seruppu. Yeah, Vatta Seruppu. There are directors like him too. There are artists like him. I think Anurag Kashyap also done that. He was an assistant director, I think, before he made Pants.
Yeah.
He still
he
worked
was a
as
writer.
a screenwriter.
Yeah, he's a dialogue for Satya.
Yeah, he does screenwriting till now. He is a writer. He's being a writer till now. He makes money out of it and he invests it into his films. Many artists are there like that. I'm not blaming all of them, but I am not quite sure why they would start off with masterpieces and they would end up with some trashy films. But how somehow Selvaragavan from South survived. He did NGK, which I thought it would be good, but it was bad. But he did Nenjam Marapadalai, which was good.
Yeah, but Nenjam Marapadalai was directed in 2016, right?
Yeah, but somehow the production got delayed.
Yeah, so
due to some financial issues.
Look, any director like Selvaragavan who has a mind of his own, and that is a slightly eccentric mind, right? Even Miskin, for that example, right? They will always have these movies once in a while that will not work. That is fine because they are not playing the same game of following the same template that have these things, dance, fight, intro, and it will work. So with Selvaragavan, with Miskin, you can always expect to have a couple of misses here and there before they get that one good film. It's part of the process, I think.
Yeah.
Miskin did Mugamudi.
Is gonna end in 30 seconds or something, so we'll start a new one.
Muthu, I need to drop off. Like I said, I have a call. So
okay. Yeah.
Nice talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandeep, for coming.
Thanks for coming.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Schedule. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bro, meeting end பண்ணிக்கலாம் அப்படியே.
இன்னொன்னு போடலாமா இல்ல?